Good evening, you're now with me, Shalshmato, for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. The Premier SAR Industry Excellence Awards PSIEA continues to play a vital role in fostering a resilient and forward-looking business ecosystem in the state. And on world news, Pope Francis has died, aged 88. On another event, parallel to Washington's full trade war against top economic rival China, a number of countries are now engaged in negotiations with the United States to lower tariffs. We begin with this news. The Board of Guardians of the Sarawa Sovereign Wealth Fund remains committed to managing and strengthening the state's wealth for the benefit of future generations. Its chairman, Tan Sri Sulong Majurai, emphasized that the fund carries a major responsibility not merely to manage the capital's region, but also to ensure sustainable growth for the long-term well-being of the people of Sarawa.
We focus on laying strong and deliberate foundations, ensuring that the fund is built on the right principles, the right people, the right structures to effectively deliver on our mandate. We built internal capacity for assembling a diverse team of capable individuals to ensure that the fund is equipped to navigate complex investment landscape, to navigate complex investment in landscape with diligence and foresight. In parallel, we developed the governance frameworks and institutional policies that will guide us forward.
He said this during the Sarawa Sovereign Wealth Fund Hari Raya Aidil Fitri gathering attended by Premier of Sarawa, Deputy Tan Sri Awang Johari Junopeng at the Sarawa Islamic Complex in Kuching on Monday. Also present were Deputy Premiers of Sarawa, Dato' Ahmad Douglas Uga Ambas and Dato' Ahmad Dr. Sing Pui Hian, as well as the State Secretary Dato' Ahmad Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki. Elaborating further, Sulong announced that by 2025, the fund will enter a new phase of capital development with a cautious and disciplined investment approach, ensuring that the interests of the Sarawakian people remain the top priority. At the same time, he stressed that the success of the fund is a collective effort reliant on trust, confidence, and the support of all stakeholders, including the Sarawa government, the Board of Guardians, and corporate partners. The Premier Sarawa Industry Excellence Awards PSIEA continues to play a vital role in fostering a resilient and forward-looking business ecosystem in the region, said Deputy Premier Dato' Ahmad Awang Dengar Ali Hassan. He said Sarawa's journey towards becoming a future-ready economy relies heavily on the ability of its industries to adapt, modernize, and respond effectively to changing market dynamics.
The PSIEA is benchmarked against our national level recognition, such as the Anugerah Kecemerlangan Industry. This speaks volume about the high standards maintained by the awards and the prestige it confers upon the recipient. Such alignment ensures that our industries remain on par with the national and international benchmark of excellence.
He said this through a text speech read by Deputy Minister for International Trade, Industry and Investment Sarawa, Dr. Malcolm Musin Lamo, at the launch of PSIEA held at the Tegas Digital Village Auditorium on Monday. Meanwhile, President of Sarawa Business Federation (SBF), Dr. Sri Abang Abdul Karim Tun Openg, said the awards, now in their 5th edition, offer a platform for high-performing businesses in Sarawa to step up and eventually represent the region on a bigger stage.
Sarawak works towards becoming a high-income and developed state by 2030 the PSIEA play a key role in supporting the state economic and productivity agenda.
With the theme Environment, Sustainability, Economic Prosperity and an Inclusive Society, this year's award is organised by the Sarawak Business Federation (SBF) in collaboration with the Sarawak Government, the Malaysia Productivity Corporation (MPC). It is the highest state-level award adapted from the Industry Excellence Award, which is an industrial recognition award on the national level. AKI was introduced by the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry (MITI) in 1991 to cultivate a culture of entrepreneurship and innovation in value creation. Sarawak makes history as it is set to play host to the 24th Asian Congress on Occupational Health 2026, scheduled to be held come August. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dr. Ahmad Dr. Sim Kui Hian said the selection not only recognises Sarawak's role in upholding occupational safety and health, but also provides a platform for the sharing of knowledge and expertise at the global level, placing the region on the global stage.
But also in the workplace, in the old days, right, we don't talk about mental health, wellness at workplace. But nowadays, right, that is become mainstream. Mainstream because we can no longer say, why you guys are so troublesome, why you guys have so much mental health, but it's a mainstream, So we need, from this kind of meeting, it become the knowledge sharing, the knowledge acquisition, and the building up capacity. For Malaysia and for Sarawak, it's a building up capacity, and we are very grateful for them to give us a chance. Because normally, if this conference is held in, and he said, last time it's in South Korea.
He said this during a press conference of the 24th Asian Congress on Occupational Health 2026 held at Wisma Bapa, Malaysia on Monday. Additionally, he said the conference does not only aid to build local capacity, but also opens up opportunities for comprehensive knowledge exchange across cultures and borders. For the record, Malaysia previously hosted a similar congress in 1997 in Kuala Lumpur. After nearly 3 decades, Malaysia is once again honoured to host this important event, the Land of the Hornbills, from August 5 to 8, 2026 at the Borneo Convention Centre, Kuching, BCCK, with an expected attendance of over 2,000 participants. The recognition by Prime Minister Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim of Petroleum Sarawak Berhad Petros as a sole gas aggregator in Sarawak is a mandate that must be carried out to the best. Deputy Minister of Utilities Sarawak Energy Berhad and Petros Dato' Ibrahim Baki stated that with this comes a responsibility and a challenge that Petros must shoulder to ensure there are no disruptions to the gas supply for consumers, including investors.
Perdana Menteri punya kemarin yang umumkan sekali bahawa dia recognize bahawa kita Petros negeri Sarawak melalui Petros adalah gas aggregator. Bersama mana gas aggregator yang mana yang pendapatan yang besar bagi kita dari sektor gas tu, karena kita jadi aggregator, maknanya kita yang beli, kita yang buat.
He said this when officiating the Majlis Ramadama Idul Fitri Zone 2 Sato at Escape Mapadi, Jepang on Sunday night. Ibrahim, who is also Sato Assemblyman, revealed that Anwar gave his support for the rollout of the SAR Gas Roadmap SGR. This, he said, will generate revenues for Sarawak as well as opportunities for local businesses and entrepreneurs. The Sarawak government is ready to intervene to resolve the land dispute in Kampong Tambirat by offering to take over the land that is currently being contested by 2 parties. Sarawak's Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Dr. Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, made a statement after presenting Native Customary Rights NCR land titles under Section 18 to 57 recipients at Kampong Moya Laut on Monday, saying the move is necessary to preserve the harmony and well-being of the local residents. Karim, who is also Asajaya State Assemblyman, explained that the issue involves 4 land lots 70 houses, and a surau or prayer hall, as the government now plans to take over the land and either designate the area as a kampung lot or relocate residents through the village expansion scheme.
Keseluruhan 4 lot tersebut kerajaan akan acquire ataupun ambil alih tanah tersebut, pampasannya dibayar kepada tuan-tuan punya tanah, dan dari situ kita akan melalui pejabat tanah dan servis akan mengatur sempadan-sempadan yang baru, sama ada mereka akan dikekal ke tempat tersebut dengan geran tanah seperti apa yang kita serah pada hari ini, ataupun selain daripada itu ada skim baru yang telah diluluskan untuk Kampung Tembirat, iaitu skim pembesaran kampung.
And now on to world affairs. China on Monday hit out at other countries making trade deals with the United States at Beijing's expense, vowing countermeasures against those who appease Washington in the blistering tariff war as its neighbors rush to secure favorable terms from the White House. While the rest of the world has been hit with a blanket 10% tariff, China faces levies of up to 145% on many products, as Beijing has responded with duties of 125% on U.S. goods, parallel to Washington's full trade war against top economic rival China. A number of countries are now engaged in negotiations with the United States to lower tariffs.
我们要始终坚持开放包容、互利共赢的合作理念，反对任何形式的单边主义、贸易保护主义。认为滥施关税将严重损害各国的正常经贸往来。我们同意坚守建设开放型世界经济的初心，倡导普惠包容的经济全球化，维护以世界贸易组织为核心的多边贸易体制，推动打造公正、公平、非歧视的贸易投资环境。
We discuss a range of strategic issues concerning political, defense and security cooperation, and also on global issues on mutual interest.
Beijing's Commerce Ministry also warned about an international order reverting to the law of the jungle. As part of Trump's trade war, the U.S. government has also lowered the threshold at which parcels to individuals require formal entry processing by U.S. Customs to $800 from $2,500 as of April 5. Trump's government has taken particular aim at China, and earlier this month, Washington closed a duty-free exemption for small parcels from the country, a move that appeared to be designed to target low-cost online retailers like Temu and Shein. Pope Francis, an energetic reformer who inspired widespread devotion from Catholics but riled traditionalists, died on Monday, aged 88. The Argentine pontiff, leader of the Catholic Church since March 2013, spent 38 days being treated for double pneumonia at Rome's Gemelli Hospital before seeming to recover and leaving the facility on March 23. His death came just a day after he delighted the crowds of worshippers at the Vatican on Easter Sunday with an appearance on the balcony at St. Peter's Basilica. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron pays homage to Pope Francis, saying he had always been on the side of the most vulnerable and the most fragile.
Très Saint-Père n'est plus, et je voulais ici dire toute la tristesse qui est la nôtre dans ce moment, et la grande douleur, je le sais, qui est partagée par beaucoup en France, mais à travers la planète. Je veux adresser avant toute chose mes condoléances les plus sincères à l'ensemble des catholiques du monde entier, leur dire notre soutien, dire aussi la place toute particulière qui était la sienne dans notre cœur et à nos côtés. Il était avec nous en Corse il y a encore quelques semaines, il avait été à nos côtés à Marseille il y a plusieurs mois et il a marqué durant son pontificat la France de plusieurs passages ainsi, avec cette carte sensible. Il a durant tout son pontificat été aux côtés des plus vulnérables, des plus fragiles, avec beaucoup d'humilité et un sens tout particulier dans ces temps de guerre et de brutalité, un sens tout particulier de l'autre, oui, et du plus fragile. Et en cela, il a été fidèle à une tradition qui lui était chère.
His death sets in motion centuries-old traditions that will culminate in the gathering of a conclave of cardinals to choose a successor. In the meantime, the day-to-day running of the tiny Vatican city-state will be handled by the Camerlengo, a senior cardinal, currently Dublin-born Kevin Farrell, humble pastor. Francis, whose real name was Jorge Bergoglio, was the first Jesuit to lead the world's almost 1.4 billion Catholics and the first from the Americas. And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Sean Schmanto. Thank you for watching and have a good night.